welcome back to Open. Our next guest is working hard like a boss. She established her own event planning company, Turnier Events, and its sub entity, the Bossy Brunch, an annual pink and yellow themed gathering that brings together entrepreneurs and like minded individuals through panel discussions, tasty delicacies, as signature cocktails, and more. And here to share more, we welcome event planner, production coordinator, and founder of the Bossy Brunch, Tabitha Turnier.
Wow.
Hello.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. That was amazing, by the way. Perfect.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yes,
having me.
we honor our fellow lady entrepreneurs making a name for themselves and bringing along the community, excuse me, on the way, right? And so I understand that you really jumped on this like right before the pandemic. 2019?
Literally.
Literally, right? And so, when I read that, I said, oh my gosh, what could that have been for her from this place of discouragement? So to see you moving forward, it's that within itself is an inspiration. But I would love for you to take us on a short journey of what that must have been like.
Okay. So, starting my event planning company officially in 2019, it was kind of something that kind of fell in my lap almost. I've always been a creative, always been the go-to person for like my friends or my families to kind of put events on and to just make things happen in general. So in 2019, I had the opportunity to do a baby shower for one of my closest friends, and she was having twins, and I'm like, I'll do it. You don't have to pay somebody to do that. Let me do it, So from there, it kind of just took off. Things did come to a standstill in 2020, of course, due to COVID. And times were a little discouraging, but my passion for what I was doing kind of led me to keep going. And I'm glad I didn't stop because I've just been so blessed ever since, and I'm so grateful for the opportunities.
And I was going through images and videos, and you definitely have a nice thing going on here.
Thank you.
It's definitely carrying swag, right? Meaning, like, it's like, wearing that pink. You're really, really deliberate about the way you design. And look, we're looking at some images right now of those balloons and this oversized sign, and then our people just looking all nice and fabulous and pink.
Yes. So the Bossy Brunch, I started that in 2022, and it's an event that kind of always been on my heart to do, even dating back to maybe 10 years prior. I used to always post on Facebook, hey ladies, if I plan a brunch, would you guys attend? And if it was like a color scheme, would you guys love that? And just kind of getting everybody's input and ideas while I was, forming everything before it actually came into fruition in 2022. So the colors pink and yellow, I kind of chose those colors specifically not only because yellow is my favorite color,
right,
but pink is also my sister's favorite color, and that's basically my best friend. And not only because of those reasons, but because pink is the universal color, along with red, for love, and yellow is for friendship. So love and friendship kind of are two most important things in my life, and it kind of keeps me going. So I wanted to just combine the two in the symbols of the colors and kind of just let that be the overall theme for the entire event for the brunch.
Beautiful. They look really good together too.
I
never when I started looking, I was like, I never thought of yellow together with pink, but they actually complement each other.
Yeah, and it also is fitting for the season too. So it's not really something that's hard to find, especially this time of year.
You mean our hopeful spring season?
Yes.
Hopeful?
Hopeful, right?
Oh my God,
I mean, it's New York, so it's like, it's kind of expected, you never know what you're going to get, but you definitely don't have a hard time finding these colors. So I love that as well.
So this is your third year now.
Yes.
And so talk us through what people can expect, right? Because you've got panels, it's a gathering, it's networking.
Okay.
Why should a person come to this event?
So the Bossy Brunch is an event where if you are someone that's an entrepreneur in business, or even just someone that you can be a regular, 9-to-5 person, or just have a routine schedule when it comes to your job. But if you want to be in a room filled with women and men as well, because it's also open to men, that are, inspiring, you can learn from them, network, kind of take your business or whatever idea you may have in your head that you haven't even, thought of, or even have the courage to even make it into something, you are going to meet, if not one person, many people there that can help you, aid you in that process. I have reviews from a lot of people after each event that kind of warms my heart, and that's what kind of keeps me going, because they're like, Tab, I'm so glad I attended. It was so fulfilling, and I learned so much. I connected with this person, and now we're going to work together. And, you know, it's just the stories that I hear afterwards kind of lets me know that my purpose is, you know, aligned. So that's what kind of gives me the most joy.
And so basically, you're putting different people from different respective fields in
Right.
one room, and might I add, all people of color, right? Which
Absolutely.
we love that.
Absolutely.
Well, because we have to empower our own people, right?
sure.
And so, for anyone who may need that additional comfort in knowing that it's welcoming,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
And because when you think of networking and you think of panels, it could be a little intimidating if that's not your thing.
For sure.
Right? And from what you're sharing right now, it sounds to me like it's like, even if you're not, and maybe you're thinking of an idea, this would be a nice room for you to be in to
Absolutely.
explore it further. Right?
Absolutely. So, like I said, it's such a welcoming environment, and I plan that purposely. Upon entry, you're greeted with a smile. We have like little affirmation notes that we pass out to everyone. Well, this is a surprise for Sunday.
So much for the surprise.
But we pass out we're gonna pass out affirmation notes that kind of just makes you feel good upon entry. We do like little icebreaker games beforehand. So my host pretty much conducts that, where you kind of like have to find the guest who, I don't know, traveled within the last month. Find the guest whose favorite color is pink. Find the guest who's a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. You know, just things like that that'll kind of just make you relate to somebody that you've never met before. So I'm telling you, once you enter that room, the feeling, you won't feel alienated at all. You won't have imposter syndrome, I'll tell you that, and you'll be more comfortable to share your story and to network with people.
That's a big term that's used a lot, especially amongst artists,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Because, and I want to even say since the pandemic, because it's really amplified like certain like self-doubts amongst individuals, hence, the mental issues that we have going on here, because people are trying to figure out how to realign, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so based on what you just shared, I'm like, oh, I like that, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of introducing people to each other without them even knowing that they're being introduced.
Exactly, yes.
And so I'm assuming you feed people too, right?
But listen, I'm Caribbean, so I love to eat. Food is like one of the main priorities, and it's a brunch, so of course. We do have an on-site chef that will, have an array of options for brunch-like menus. Signature cocktails are always a hit. I pretty much work with my same vendors every year, and I have zero complaints. So you're in for a treat if you do attend the Bossy Brunch, I'll tell you that, literally.
And the panel discussions,
Yes.
are they on any particular topics?
So every year I do include women from different, various groups of, whatever their expertise is,
Right.
entrepreneurship.
Right.
And I do touch on topics such as, of course, entrepreneurship, how you
Right.
start your business and all that good stuff. But I do touch on things that anybody can relate to. So mental health, mom, being a mother, a parent, work-life balance, love, life, just everyday, just everyday things. So to get their perspective on it, along with the professional stuff, it kind of, creates a good balance.
And what about finances?
Oh,
'Cause
for
that's,
sure.
That's a huge factor
Well,
in
I
small
kind of
business.
group finance with the entrepreneurship thing, because we already know you need money to kind of get things
Well,
started.
not only that, but
So-
you got to understand the language,
Oh, for
because
sure.
it's its own language.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And if you don't have that lined up, or the templates,
Or know about certain grants that can help you start your
Right,
business,
right.
things like that, how to just get your affairs in order to do whatever it is that you need to do. So,
yeah, I like how you said grants, not loans. It's like, no, we're
Listen,
looking for the grants.
loans too, but you do have access to a lot of grants that are out there that you can definitely take advantage of, which you should. So
That some
that's
may not even
definitely-
know they qualify for.
Exactly, especially being a colored woman.
Right, MWBE possibly.
You'll
or-
be so
yeah.
surprised how many things are out there. You literally have to go looking for it and just know how to apply yourself for them. So.
Yeah. So do you
sure.
have any last words you want to share with our viewers?
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm so happy that you guys called me on here. I am so elated. Like, every year I try to manifest something different that can help me, push me towards knowing that I'm doing the right thing. And this was that for me this year. So I'm so grateful for that. And anybody out there, passion is very important, no matter what field you're in, what you're interested in, and where your interests are. Passion is what's going to keep you going when things get hard,
Right.
or discouraging.
Right.
So just know that with everything you pursue, there are going to be ups and downs, and your passion is what's going to keep you going. So make sure you're passionate about what you're doing first.
Right. And you know where the passion comes from, right?
Yeah.
It comes from purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how you keep moving, right? Because, you know, we're all going to get discouraged at some point because things don't always go the way we want them.
Especially for a perfectionist or somebody who's like, you know, so like,
and even as entrepreneurs, because it's seasonal, it can be seasonal sometimes, right? And you have good seasons, and then you got to know how to preserve so that it overflows into the slow season.
And just knowing, like, never stop learning too,
Right.
because you can always find ways to reinvent yourself.
Right,
So,
absolutely. And you also, you know, surrounding yourselves with individuals who are speaking that same language.
Absolutely.
Hence,
Yeah, that's very
leading
important.
us into the Bossy Brunch.
Yes.
Woo! All right, everyone. Once again, Tabitha Turnier, event planner, production coordinator, and founder of the Bossy Brunch. Once again, if you are interested in brunch networking and some good vibes, check out the Bossy Brunch happening on May 19th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Locations will be sent out to ticket holders only. So, hint, hint. And for more, you can visit the BossyBrunch.net. And, well, no, stay tuned. Our open order spotlight shines on Kevin Holiday next.